What's up, everybody? It's your boy. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you guys had a good day. Uh, so for this video, I wanted to talk about the Flash and why the Flash is my favorite DC character. Before I get to that, though, I just want to say real quick that when it comes to my wrestling reviews and my wrestling thoughts, I was thinking about it, and I'm gonna, unless something major happens, unless somebody, wins a title or there's like a shock return or anything like that, I'll talk about it. Um, but Raw and SmackDown more or less tend to be the same thing every week with different combinations of matches and whatnot. So when it comes to my wrestling reviews slash thoughts or whatever, I'm only gonna be talking about. I only watch the WWE. I don't watch AEW. I don't watch. Uh, I think that's it. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Impact. I just watch Raw and SmackDown and the pay per views from WWE on Peacock. That's it. But again, if something major happens, if there's a major title change, if there's a major face or heel turn, and a shock return or whatever, I'll talk about it. But for now, like I was gonna review this past Monday's episode of Raw, and I was like, nothing really major happened per se, you know. But I think the biggest thing going on right now is Sasha Banks debuting at New Japan Pro Wrestling under under the name I think Sasha Monet or something like that, Serene, something like that. I forgot. But hey, she's doing what makes her happy. Um, I'm actually, after I post this video, I'm going to check out the promo that she cut when she debuted because I want to check that out. But yeah, so for this video, as I said, I wanted to talk about the Flash. Um, in the beginning of my DC fandom, uh, I was a Superman. Well, again, I'm a DC guy. I like most of the mostly all the DC characters. I'm a DC guy. So um, in the beginning, though, I was much more of a Superman guy. I still am, but in the beginning, for me, it was mostly Superman. Then I migrated to Batman. The Justice League, et cetera, et cetera. But there was something about the Flash TV show that made me realize and understand how much of a special character the Flash is. Now I know you have different fan bases. You have the people that prefer Barry Allen. You have the people that prefer Wally West. I actually read that storyline on DC Universe Infinite. There was a storyline. There was a while where Bart was the Flash in the books for a while, and then something happened to him where he died. But of course, this is comics, so he was brought back in his younger self. But I enjoyed when Bart was the Flash. I'm not gonna lie. I remember reading every issue, just like, damn, this ain't bad. For me, I don't care who it is, whether we're talking about Barry or Wally. I'm a fan of both. You know, whether it's Barry, Wally, or Bart in the red suit with the cowl on, they're all the Flash to me. They're all the Flash to me. Um, but again, going back to the TV show, when the TV show debuted in 2014, um, it was, no pun intended, it was lightning in a bottle. It was lightning in a bottle. And the first season of Flash, most people would say was the best season. I think yes, I agree with that. It was the best season, but I think the show was good from season one up until season five. I think after season five, going into season six, I think season six, was a little shaky, and then COVID hit, and it ruined the show's momentum. But the show's been, I'm loyal to the show. I'm loyal to the show. I'm loyal to the character. But the show has definitely lost a lot of its steam. Um, there's been a couple of episodes and a couple of decisions, I guess, that have been kind of head scratches, for me. But this season coming up this year, season nine. That's the last season. I'm assuming they want to end in a bang, and I think it's going to be 13 episodes. So I'm a little upset about the news, but hey, I mean 9 seasons. That's uh that's a good number. That's a good number. So yeah, so just everything. When season one hit of the Flash TV show, as I said earlier, it was lightning in a bottle, and everything having to do with the mystery of the Reverse Flash. Because my Flash knowledge back then wasn't as strong as it is now. Um, and so, they were trying to, spoilers in case you haven't seen it, but, obviously Eobard Thawne was posing as Harrison Wells of that Earth where the show takes place in. And, there's the whole thing of him going back in time to kill Barry's a kid, and then he kills his mother. And everything from even the small technical intricacies of how Reverse Flash kept his identity secret. The whole vibrating of the face thing, coming across as menacing, um, and even Barry doing that. I'm a big stickler for superheroes having secret identities, and I'm a big stickler for superheroes not making it too obvious uh, who they are. So again, with Reverse Flash, it was kind of hard to tell that it was Eobard Thawne slash Harrison Wells and whatnot. And the show to me showcased. It was able to showcase to me on a visual, live action level the power of speedsters. Um, and ever since then, I've just been hooked. I've just been hooked. And after a while, after watching the show, I migrated to the comics. And I'm just a Flash fan for life. I'm a Flash fan for life. Every day I read. There's three different Flash titles that I'm reading, um, or four actually. There's I'm currently rereading the Joshua Williamson run from 2018 when Barry goes on the Force Quest. Then I'm reading when Wally was the Flash during his time when his identity was exposed. But actually, the last issue I actually read of that run a couple of days ago was it was Wally doing something with the Spectre to make everybody forget that he was the Flash. So it's going to be interesting seeing where that series goes. Then there was the other book I'm reading is when Barry was the Flash, um, and the New 52. When Barry was the Flash in the New 52 when they did that whole thing in 2011. So I'm reading the storyline where Barry has confronted his alternate future self. That whole Flash, that version of Barry having a Flash suit, but it's blue. I'm loving that, and so I'm reading all these books on DC Universe Infinite, and the fourth and final, but by no means least book I'm reading of the Flash is the current series that features Wally. There's a storyline coming up with that where it's called 1 Minute War, and I can't wait for that. To be honest with you, as the synopsis goes, it's something to the effect of Wally and the other speedsters. I'm guessing uh, Bart, Jesse Quick, Jay Garrick, and maybe Barry are going to be going against alien forces that only they can perceive, which means that those aliens that they're going to fight also move at super speed. So all the speedsters are going to be going against these aliens in a war that for us is going to be 1 minute, and I love that. Speedsters, only speedsters can do something like that. You know, I guess the only other character that can come close to doing something like that would be Superman, but as has been demonstrated in the comics, Superman is not quite as fast as Barry or Wally. The storyline that was called Flash War, there was a scene where Clark tries to match up to their speed, and he can't. He just can't catch up. And he tells Bruce straight up, they're going too fast. He tells Bruce and the rest of the league they're just going too fast. So yeah, I'm looking forward to 1 minute war, and when I read those issues, I'm going to be doing reviews of those issues and giving my thoughts for sure on that. Um, so yeah, so I'm just I love the costume. I love the cowl. I love the red suit. Um, the thing about the Flash cowl is, it's a mask, but you can still see whoever's under the cowl. You can still see their face. So it's a mask, but you can still see their face. You know what I'm saying? It's not a mask that's going to cover their whole face. You can still see some some bit of the hero underneath the mask. And that's another thing I like. But yeah, the TV show got me into the character. In regards to the whole Ezra Miller thing, though, as a big Flash fan, I mean, I just find it to be absolutely absurd. What that guy is doing, what that guy has done, because in a way, he has inadvertently damaged the Flash name. You know, because you got casual people that are going to look at the fact that he's playing that character, and maybe on some small level, the crap that he's done might have casual people kind of deviate and not read about the character, which I think is unfortunate. But yeah, the Flash is my guy. He's always going to be my guy. I mean, that's why my YouTube name is what it is. Uh, so yeah, one other thing I wanted to add before I close out the video was my favorite episode of the show. My favorite episode of the show was, well, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say what my favorite issue is in the show it was an episode in season 4 back in 2018 called Enter Flash Time. It's the episode where Barry, Jay, and Jesse have to stop a bomb right when it's been detonated. So the whole second half of the episode is basically everybody frozen, and Barry and the rest of the speedsters trying to figure out how to defuse and stop this bomb. Again, that's only something speedsters can do, and that's my favorite episode of the entire series. That's my favorite episode of the entire series. In regards to my favorite comic of the Flash, uh, it was an issue where I think it was, I forgot who the villain was, but he was trying to detonate multiple bombs in various different locations, something like that. And then Wally, moving at super speed when everybody else frozen, he was the only guy to stop this bomb. And I'm actually gonna try to look up that issue so I can give a better review, a quick mini review on it, but it was something to that effect. It was that Wally had to stop. It could have been the thinker. If it wasn't a thinker, it was somebody else. But he had to stop um, bombs from going off at various different locations on the earth, and it was a fantastic issue. It was just a fantastic, fantastic issue. So yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts and just explain to you guys why I'm a Flash head. I even got the Flash on my phone. My screensaver is Wally. My phone case is red with the Flash symbol. I'm wearing a Zoom hoodie. The Flash is my guy. I'm all about the Flash. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. If down in the comments you want to tell me who your favorite superhero is and why, that'd be cool. But until the next video, guys, take care. Peace.